In this video, I'm going to talk you through my 7 favourite lipsticks for my mature over 60 skin. Hello and welcome to Beauty by Des. I'm Des, I'm over 60 and I love to talk about makeup, skincare, clothes and other bits and bobs that make me happy. I also have a website called Beauty by Des and I'm on Insta and Facebook too. Now this video has been requested by a couple of my fantastic subscribers, and if by the end of this video you decide you'd like to subscribe, I'd be so grateful. So as I talk you through the lipsticks, I'm going to show you how I apply them and talk you through why I really like them. So the first lipstick I want to talk to you about is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Liquid Matte Lipstick, and it's what I'm wearing at the moment. Now I have it in 2 shades, Kathryn and Dusty Rose, and it costs £18 and I absolutely love it. It is actually my default, or one of my 2 default lipsticks. Now I have it in 2 shades, as I say, and let me swatch them for you. Why do I love matte lipsticks? I mean, I know they are quite divisive, but for me, it's partly the long-lasting qualities of them, and they are actually really difficult to get off once you've got them on. I mean, they do eventually wear off throughout the day, but gosh, they really do have staying power, as I know to my cost as I've been trying them out today and trying to then get them off. Now, here are the 2 shades. That's the Kathryn and that's the Dusty Rose. I absolutely love these lipsticks. I mean, I think it's the staying power of the lipstick, but it's also the mattifying effect, I think, is a really great one for skins, mature skins that tend to have an inadvertent glow, if you know what I mean. So at least it means that one part of your face is staying matte and is staying smooth. And I think it's quite anti-aging actually, rather than aging. I think a matte lip can look absolutely gorgeous. So that's the Anastasia Beverly Hills Liquid Matte Lipstick. Now that's a high-end matte lipstick, but I also have an affordable matte lipstick, and it is the Liquid Catsuit by Wet n Wild, and I absolutely love this one. Now I'll just swatch it for you. This costs £3.99. I mean, it's amazingly reasonably priced. I bought this, I think, towards the end of last year. Let me just swatch a little bit for you. So it's very, very similar to the Dusty Rose, but at a fraction of the price. I mean, that's what, about a quarter? I think it's a really fantastic lipstick, and it has exactly the same staying power as the Anastasia Beverly Hills. The only thing that I notice about it is when you put it on, and perhaps you can see that as I'm showing it, it does tend to look as though you have done your lips with a pencil. There's some kind of contrast between the outer part of your lip and the inner, as it were. So it does tend to look a bit like that, but that's fine. And to be honest, you could just smooth it out with your finger. So that's the Wet n Wild Megalast Catsuit. I have it in the shade Rebel Rose. Now the next lipstick that I really, really enjoy at the moment is by Trinny London, and it's called Eugenie. It's Lip Luxe, and it comes in this little pot. Now the idea behind Trinny London, I've done a video on Trinny London. If you're interested, I'll link it up here and down below. The concept of Trinny London was makeup on the go. So the little pots, which are stackable, are supposed to be able to be taken when you're out and about in your handbag, and then you can just reapply. And of course, what's great about this is you literally just put your finger in it and you can reapply it, and there it is. It's a beautiful, beautiful colour. It's a bit lighter, as you can see. It's a little bit lighter than the other colours that I've chosen, but I really like it. I like the consistency. I like the fact that you can just slick it on, and because it is lighter, it doesn't really matter if you go over the edge of your lip. It is a bit more glistening than the matte lipsticks, but it's still not full gloss. Now it's quite pricey, it's £22, but I really do like it. And I think if you're on the go, if you're looking for a lipstick that you want to take out with you and you don't need a mirror to reapply it, then this is a really good idea, I think, and a great lipstick. So now we come to number 7, and I have 2 shades of the same lipstick, and it's Stay Perfect is the range. These are the lipsticks here, and let me swatch them for you. So I have them in Spring Pink and Berry Shine. Now, with these lipsticks, I have moved away a little bit from the matte because I decided a matte lip might not be so appropriate for this kind of spring-summer weather. So I thought it would be good and get me out of my comfort zone, and I'm always willing to do that, to try some more glistening, if you like, lips. I haven't gone the full gloss, but, and these are they. And let me swatch them for you. So this one is So this one is Spring Pink. I'm running out of fingers, let's do it here. Spring Pink and Berry Shine. So one's very slightly darker than the other. And there they are, Spring Pink and Berry Shine. And I really love them. They feel great on the lips. They don't feel too sticky. They look moist but not too glossy. I really am not keen on a gloss, although I have got a sort of glossy one coming a bit later. But I really love the fact that they feel very moisturising on the lips. So they do, there is definitely an appreciable difference between what I'm wearing now, between the Anastasia Beverly Hills that I'm wearing at the moment, which does feel a bit mattifying. It does feel a little bit drying, but it's not terrible. It's just holding my lips in place, if you like. Whereas when I wear the more glistening one, like these number 7s, I can definitely feel the difference. But as I say, I think it's a more spring-summer thing. I'm not sure whether I would want to wear these lipsticks in the winter, but certainly for the seasons that we're in at the moment, I think they're really appropriate. Now we're going to go with another number 7, and this one is called Moisture Drench, and it costs £9.95, so very slightly cheaper than the other one. And this is it here, slightly dented it already. And this is in the shade Pink Blush, and let me swatch it for you here. Now this one is more moisturising and a bit more glistening than I would normally go for. It's even more glistening than the Stay Perfect. But again, I feel it's a really great one for summer. I love the colour. And as the name suggests, Moisture Drench, try saying that lots of times very quickly, it does really feel very moisturising on the lips. And again, for the summer, I think that's a great look and a great feel. So that's the Moisture Drench lipstick by number 7, and it's £9.95. And I have it in the shade Pink Blush. Now, I know I said I wasn't going to go full gloss, but actually at the last minute I decided I would, because I wanted to try another shade of the Gloss Embrace by Lisa Eldridge, and this is it here. And I decided to try, I think the last shade I bought was Muse. I decided to try the shade Blush instead, and actually I have to say I rather like it. The great thing about the Lisa Eldridge glosses are that they don't have any fragrance in it, and they do actually have skin-loving ingredients in them, because I really struggle to find a lip balm that doesn't have fragrance. I don't know why it is, or if it doesn't have fragrance, it'll have some kind of like fruit extract, like the really lovely one by Beauty Pie, which I bought recently, and actually I've done a few videos on Beauty Pie, which I'll link below and up here if you're interested in those. Unfortunately, the lip balm does contain some kind of fruit extract, and I think it's affecting my skin. All I get as an allergic reaction is just seborrheic dermatitis. It's not terrible, but it's not great, and it particularly affects my scalp, which is really not very nice. So I'm always looking for non-fragranced lip balms, for example, and although this isn't actually a balm, it does have skin-loving ingredients, and therefore I'm prepared to give it a go. And even if I don't wear it to go out, even if I don't want to go the full Kathy Kirby, and those of you who are British and of my age might remember her, she had a very glossy lip, and I don't know why, but as a child I really found that quite off-putting. So I might decide not to go out in the Lisa Eldridge and just wear it at home. But I think it does feel nice, if a little bit sticky. Right, let me swatch a little bit for you. It comes in a beautiful pot. I mean, Lisa Eldridge's aesthetic is so beautiful. Now immediately it feels sticky, but it is a beautiful pigment. It is a bit My Lips but better, I think. So that's the Lisa Eldridge Gloss Embrace. It costs £18, by the way, and I have it in the shade Blush. The next lipstick I want to mention is the Seriously Satin lipstick by e.l.f. e.l.f. is a wonderful brand, and it's so reasonably priced. It's so affordable. And I really love this little lipstick. It reminds me a little bit of the Rimmel lipsticks I used to get as a kid when I was about 11 or 12. And I used to go down to Woolworths with my friend Cookie, and we used to buy lipsticks. I think they were the push-up kind though, but I think they had a clear plastic thing, and then they had a little push-up thing that you push the bullet up. Anyway, I absolutely love this. It just arrived a couple of days ago. Again, it's probably, the colour is a bit more like this colour that I'm wearing, which is not my normal colour. It is always quite difficult to choose colours online, isn't it? So this is a bit more like the Anastasia Beverly Hills Kathryn colour, I would say. But I really like it. It's called Taffy. And it's kind of, it says it's satin. It is a bit satiny, but it's not too satiny. It's not too Kathy Kirby, which I like. So that's the e.l.f. Seriously Satin lipstick. Now, as I just mentioned about the e.l.f. lipstick and the difficulty of buying lipsticks online and working out whether it is really going to be your shade, even with the lipstick try-ons online, they still don't seem to work all that well for me. And usually I rely on the name. So if it's got rose or dusty rose in it, I'm probably going to like it. However, with these last two lipsticks I want to mention, and they're from Uoma Beauty, and I have bought a Uoma Beauty product a while ago. I bought, oh, it was a year or two ago now, I bought a concealer and I did really like it. So I was interested in the brand, and it's a female founder. So I decided to buy a couple of lipsticks. In fact, I bought one lipstick and it was too light, and then I bought another lipstick and it was too dark. So as you can see, I mixed the two together and actually it's worked out okay. But to be honest, I wouldn't have bought either of them had I known that the shades didn't suit me. But I mean, I've got them now, so I am going to use them, and they are beautiful lipsticks. Let me swatch them for you. So they're called Badass Icon Matte Lipstick. So they are matte, so of course that already wins with me. And these are the shades, and I'll swatch them for you. So we've got Harriet, which actually, it's funny, you know, see, look at that. It actually looks quite like the sort of colour that I would normally wear, but when it's on my lips, it's just too pale. And this one is ridiculously dark for me. So one is Harriet, the pale one, and the dark one is called Funmilayo. Now, unfortunately, as you can see, the colours by themselves just didn't work at all. However, when I mixed the two together, I think I put the Funmilayo on first and then put the Harriet on the top and then kind of smoothed them around. And actually, they look pretty good, and they're matte, which of course I really like. So there's a little tip. If you found that you've bought the wrong shades, then mix the two together and you might find that you've got an absolutely perfect shade for your lips. So there you have it. Those are my favourite lipsticks for my mature over 60 lips. I really hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you have, I'd be so grateful if you give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel and leave me a comment below and let me know what you think of any of these lipsticks. Have you tried them? What are your favourite lipsticks? I know that it's a quite divisive subject in the lipstick world. Some people would never be seen dead in a matte lipstick and others absolutely love them. I hope you're all doing really, really well, and I'm so grateful to you for watching. Thanks so much, and I really look forward to seeing you on my next video. Bye!